Okay, I just need my wand so I can fight Johnny Depp. Where did I put that thing? What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Importance movie review of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, the newest film from director David Yates and written by J.K. Rowling, the creator of Harry Potter. It stars Eddie Redmayne as Newt Scamander, also has Dan Fogler, Katherine Waterston, Ezra Miller, Jude Law, Zoe Kravitz, and Johnny Depp himself. So just to let you know, this is a non-spoiler review, so I won't go into too many details of the storyline, but I will give you kind of the basic synopsis of the original movie first, and then I'll do a spoiler review, which will release sometime this weekend. So the idea behind the Fantastic Beasts series is this character named Newt Scamander, who's played by Eddie Redmayne. He loves creatures, he loves people, he loves just talking about it. He wants to write a book, so he goes to New York. He's there to investigate these creature that has gone on loose, and you find out it's Ezra Miller's character who is able to kind of destroy things and turn it into this weird black looking creature. And in the process, he figures out that Colin Farrell, who is a detective, he's part of the Ministry of the New York Magic. He turns out to be Grindelwald, played by Johnny Depp, and therefore he gets arrested, and that's where this movie takes and moves on forward, where Grindelwald has been imprisoned, then escapes, and then Newt Scamander is forced to leave England and go to France and try and recover, Grindelwald. And so we got a lot of characters returning. We got Dan Fogler coming back. We got Katherine Waterston coming back. We have a bunch of new characters. Jude Law's playing Albus Dumbledore. We also have Zoe Kravitz, who's playing a strange character. And that's all I'm going to give you. So I'm going to go into the things I like. I think the casting is really well done. Even Johnny Depp, who is in a lot of issues right now with his, past history, I think he does a nice job as Grindelwald. I think Eddie Redmayne is perfect as Newt Scamander. I think he's a great actor to begin with. He's done a lot of good stuff. He's done a lot of great material and work in the recent few years. And Katherine Waterston's good, and then Dan Fogler's good. And then you got Alison Sudol, who is playing Queenie. She's back, and she's also good. Ezra Miller is decent, but I think the standout is Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore. I think he's pretty fantastic. He definitely feels like he could be Albus Dumbledore or Richard Griffiths or Michael Gambon in the future. He does a nice job with what he's given. He's not in it a lot, but what he is in it with is very, very well done. Very well organized and supportive, and just a lot of fun. And you can feel his back history, which kind of comes into play. But overall, this movie is a mess. They're trying to tell a story about this situation and that situation, and you think it's going to go here, but it goes there, and there's twists and turns. And it's so convoluted and so just all over the place that it just doesn't fit, doesn't work. This was the problem in the first movie, where it was trying to do too much at once, and this is supposed to be part 2 of a 5-part series of movies, but they're trying to do so much at once that it just doesn't work. Nothing about this movie really works. The characters in the movie, the Eddie Redmaynes and Johnny Depps and Katherine Waterston's, they're a lot of fun to watch, but they're not given material to work with that works. Everything about this movie doesn't work. You can put as much visual effects work into this movie, you can put as much great cinematography in this movie, but if you don't have a strong story, there's no point in any of this, because it just doesn't work. And like I said, I'll talk about my spoiler review, but there's things in this movie that just boggle my mind. I'm going, why is this even in here? You're telling me about characters that are going to be in the future, which is cool. It's cool Easter eggs and whatnot, but it's like, I don't care about any of these characters because they're not well fleshed out, and they're not well, they're not well put together. And then you got the story, which doesn't make any sense, and it just, I don't know. I feel like there could have been so much more to this movie. And like I said, when you bring back characters, when you do this and you do that, you have to find a way to make it work. And I love J.K. Rowling. I love everything she's done. She's a fantastic writer. The Harry Potter books are some of the best books ever written, even though they're not the strongest in narrative. The Harry Potter characters, Harry Potter himself, Weasley's, Hermione, the Alan Rickman Snape character, all that good stuff. they worked, and the movies worked because they had a great narrative to them. They had strong emotional arcs, and this movie doesn't really have that. It just, the characters have arcs and there's some emotion to it, but I don't feel anything after it, and that's just such a shame because the world is fascinating. Whenever you go into Newt Scamander's suitcase, just the creatures in there, just the excitement of the creatures, they're just so much fun to watch. And that is the better part of this movie, is when you see those creatures, and there's especially a creature in this movie is so adorable, and then you have the Niffler who comes back, who's just adorable and gets more screen time. But it just, the overall narrative is just, it irks me just to watch a movie like this and nothing works about it. And it's such a shame because we got 3 more movies like this. And I honestly think they should end after the 3rd movie. This doesn't feel like it needs 5 movies, and especially after the 2nd movie. But I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, you'll probably go see it. I implore you to see it because, you know, if you like, especially if you like the first one, you'll probably enjoy this one. And it's not like I was checking my watch seeing this movie, but I just don't feel like it had any value. And it makes me worried about the 3rd movie coming out because I love the Harry Potter universe. I love the idea behind it. I love the villains. Like I said, Johnny Depp is pretty good as the villain in this movie in the limited role he's in. But like I said, it just doesn't add up to much of anything and just feels forced and convoluted and complacent. And it's such a shame. So I would go in with the trepidation of liking the characters themselves, but knowing the story is just not there. And it's not nearly as bad as The Hobbit, you know, the 3 movies that came out, but it's just, it feels like it's getting into that territory. It feels like it's overindulging, which is such a shame. So there you go. That's my take on Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what you see, remember to check out my YouTube page, the Facebook and Twitter, subscribe, comment, rate. Tell me what you like about the Harry Potter universe. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you thought about the first Fantastic Beasts movie. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.